In this video session, we are going to cover how you can create overtime policies and calculate your employees' overtime in PayPeople. Go to Team section, Overtime Policy, click on Add Overtime Policy. Enter the overtime policy name, add description, select effective from date, click on Save and Continue. Now select the days. Now select the applicable days of overtime. If you want to add overtime on working days, select working days. Now add the minimum limit of overtime in minutes. Select the pay code on which factor you are going to pay your employees. Next, enter the weekly off, how you are going to pay your employees on weekend. Add minimum or maximum limit for overtime. Enter the factor on which you are going to pay your employees for weekends. Select holidays. Enter the minimum and the maximum limit for holiday. If your employee pay your employee and holiday overtime, select the factor or pay code. Click on save button. Once you save the overtime policy, you can view it by clicking on I button, or if you want to rename the policy, or click on delete button to delete an overtime policy. If you want to check whether if you want to check on which employees these overtime policies are applicable, click on employees button. Now if you want to assign these overtime policies to an employee, now if you want to give this policy to your employees, go to team section, click on employee, edit profile, officials, check overtime policy, select effective from date, overtime policy, calculation method, whether you are going to pay your employees on basic salary or per hour rate. If you want to give your employee per hour rate, enter the working day hourly rate, weekend hourly rate, or holiday hourly rate. Otherwise, you can pay your employees on basic salary. Click on save button. You can individually apply overtime policy or employees profile. Otherwise, you can upload an Excel sheet to apply overtime policy on your all employees in bulk. Click on import data, select effective from date, whether you are going to pay on basic salary or per hour rate, filter employees. Click on download format, open the Excel sheet and fill in the details, upload file, import data, commit. Okay. This overtime policy will apply on your selected employees. Next is how you can create your factors or pay code in PayPeople. Click on pay codes, create a new, enter the pay code name, enter the description, pay code or rate factor. If you want a fixed rate, click on fixed rate, otherwise rate factor. Click on save button. You can create multiple pay codes to assign your employees while creating overtime policy, 2x, 3x or 1.5 double of the amount of basic salary for weekend or weekdays.